What's up, everybody? This is the Grand Line Gazette, where we talk about One Piece damn near every damn day, and we are back with the new episodes, moving forward with the story. This is wild. It's been a 6 month break. We are back to the point. Uh, I think our first manga review was chapter 1111. We called it Kizaru the Company Man, and it was this scene of Kizaru hanging out with like the Marines and stuff like that. So
hmm
we have come full circle. This channel has made it. The show has made it back, and it is looking better than ever. I guess first impressions before anything. You guys let us know how you guys feel about the animation quality and this overall vibe of this show
hmm
now.
hmm
Kev, your first thoughts?
Well worth the wait. I mean, let's just go ahead and we want the animators, we want Oda to have their time to relax. They have spent this 6 months very wisely. This animation is next tier, and for those of you who obviously don't live in Japan, the time slot has also changed. So some of you who watch Crunchyroll, you may have had to go in and put 18 plus because it is no longer in the 9:30 a.m. slot. It is now at nighttime. So we're about to see a dark twist when it comes to One Piece anime.
And it had to be
And
because of the Kuma backstory, right?
well, I guess Kuma backstory, but think about where we are as far as
So
11:45 chapter. It's like we're burning kids alive. So let's like at the
that's
same
not.
time. So let's not get too wild. Like, oh, this is brand new. It's like, nah, we've been Elbaf has been different for us,
And
but animation is just next level.
yeah,
What are your
and
thoughts?
um, right before we get into it, just I love the no intro like song and everything like that.
hmm
Like they've done that a couple different times in One Piece, but I'm glad it's back. I was telling my girlfriend like they've never had a break this long. She's like, "Well, how long are their breaks usually?" I'm like, "They don't have them."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like they just kept going. It's like I don't think it was. She was able to like conceptualize that because it's like you'll get stuff like Grey's Anatomy, but then that's gone for like 3 seasons out the year after they watch it. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. But going into the story, we just kind of just get. I think it's like an animation flex. We're seeing the seagulls. We're seeing
hmm
Laboon. We're seeing them drop off all the news coups, like drop off all the news to everybody around the world, and it's basically just a catch up episode, right? So it does the brief catch up with just where we are in Egghead now. And you're seeing the reactions of the people reading it. Like you see the reactions of the people in Woodmill Village, like Nachiko, Whoop Slap the mayor, the Dawn. You want to go in a little bit on Windmill Village?
Yeah, so this is I mean, we're back where we all started with Luffy. And so we have Dodon, we have I always forget her name, Mikino,
Makino.
Makino. So I mean, we're all just chilling here. So the news is spreading. I think we covered this actually in a couple cover stories where the news coup is just going around the world. That's kind of what we're
Beautiful.
doing here. Yeah. We're I was like, where did Corey go?
It's just a windmill. The windmill is just beautiful, beautiful animation. All right, but yeah,
Oh, sorry. And then so, but I mean, it's awesome to kind of go back to where we started. But character design is just on point. Like it is just next level. I love everything that I've been seeing in the new chap or in the new episode so far.
the thing about the One
Uh,
Piece character designs is like they always fit the One Piece world. So it's like no, these aren't the Bleach character designs and anything like that.
mhm.
But like Oda drew things specifically. The characters had like personality and stuff like that. But like the animation just wasn't there. Like the death, the shadowing and everything like that. But it now it's like bam, this is it, bro. Like we're all the same characters you know from 25 years ago, but we just look HD now.
And it being Windmill Village as well, it also has like a nice connection because this first episode is about news being tracked. Like that's what these news coups like that's what's being shown. Garp has been taken hostage. That is news, front page news today. Luffy is holding somebody hostage. Like these are core like these are core people to this one
To this
village, and
community.
it's
Yeah,
yeah. And so it being this quiet also really shook me. Like everyone just inside reading, like they're pissed. Like
yeah. Usually it's like very like upbeat. Everybody's like partying
yeah,
and stuff in there. But yeah, like people are like, man, like Garp. Nobody really gets to Hachinosu and gets out of there. It's known worldwide, the pirate island,
yeah,
and so
yeah,
it's like
exactly.
Whoop Slap's like, this is the part. First of all, Makino's got Shanks' baby. We all know that.
Yeah,
Second of
yeah,
all, Whoop Slap the mayor was like, don't you guys count out Garp like that? The news didn't say he was dead. It said he got captured. So that was interesting to me because I'm like, Whoop Slap's pretty old. Like, there's got to be a
yeah.
reason why
Mhm.
the mayor of this village, right next to this basically world government city, allied city, um, doesn't just rat on these pirates, or didn't just be
Yeah.
like Garp. No, I'm ratting on these pirates. This is Roger's son. So what are we doing here? But
Uh,
and this is Dragon's son. What are we doing here?
well, not only that, but in like you don't. It's not. And sorry, it's not only just Dadan. Everyone on this village knew who those two were,
Yeah,
and not. And it goes to show like how tight knit the whole village is because at the same time, nobody said a fucking word for 19 years for both of them. It's like that's how long they kept this secret. So
yeah. I need that Dadan Garp Whoop Slap flashback.
yeah,
I'm gonna need that.
like where they're all like kids
Yeah.
being raised on that village or something like that. Like
Yo,
Garp's
Garp's
Garp
like
would
Luffy,
be
where
like,
he's like, I'm going out to sea. I'm gonna be Marine. Dadan's like,
well,
nah, I'm gonna handle it here.
what if he's just like a refugee from Skypiea at this point? Like he has no wings or something like that. And I don't know. We're getting too deep. That's my fault. My fault. Leave it
Speaking
in the
about
comment
deep,
section.
the water is getting deeper because the next scene that we have are the tsunamis and earthquakes all across the world. The what was it? What was the island's
Lucia,
name? Lulusia. The aftermath of the Lulusia bombing.
destruction. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Bombing,
So this
whatever.
is just like it created a similar hole to the one over Ennie's lobby. So it brings the question again, like what was under Ennie's lobby before it was destroyed?
hmm
You know what I'm saying?
hmm hmm
But all around the world, north, south, east, west, like they're dealing with the current rising. Even over on the Revolutionary Island, I always forget the Kamabaka Queendom. The water's rising there too, and like you gotta actually go up a little bit to get to the coast. So it's like they're very alarmed. Like this don't happen a lot.
And
Um,
and
yeah,
it is nice, and that is something that we saw in the manga as well. But it's nice to actually have because here soon everyone's noticing the levels right now. But here soon we're about to have the message telling us why all of this is happening.
yeah.
So these are going to be raising alarms for many kingdoms.
Some
But
of these,
now in a
yeah,
few,
exactly. Some of these people are like, we can't even live here anymore. Like 6 meters.
exactly,
I mean,
exactly.
6 meters
That's
isn't
great.
enough to flood your house. So,
I mean, when you look at global warming, you're talking. Some people talk like 5 meters, and it's like most parts of Florida would be uninhabited, and
yeah,
it's like, yeah. So for those of us who don't correlate, think about something like that. It's like 5 meters, and most of Florida and California you cannot live in. So you just lose options at this point.
yeah. And so that, I guess they don't want to. I guess they wouldn't be able to do that to Egghead. I think the ancient weapon
Mm,
could not be
okay.
used on Egghead for a number of reasons. I just don't know what. Whether it would be more difficult to pull off, whether maybe they didn't have the item in the region at the moment, but it is pretty close to the end, so I don't see why they wouldn't. But that just I'm wondering why they didn't do that at Egghead, but it's like they chose the
They
Buster
want
Call
the mother
method.
flame.
That's true. They didn't want to just totally destroy. There's still stuff on Egghead, which they
Yeah,
were talking
they're
about.
Yes. Yeah. Go
The next scene is they're talking about the battleships. There's 100 battleships. There's like within them 20 massive battleships. They got like 30,000 men, um, just ready to fight that aren't manning the ships and stuff. And they got some premier admirals. One of them's Dahl, and one of them, somebody's having the conversation here, and they mentioned that. I don't know if you remember who had that conversation though, about the not wanting to destroy the whole place. Like, there's stuff here. I think that was Sentamaru and Kizaru.
well, that, and it's at the same time like we have to remember why we're here. It's because of York. York brought them a sample. They tested it out on the Lucia, and now they're being dispatched to come.
Get the rest.
That I mean, this would still be happening whether Luffy was here or not, is my mentality. And so just because Luffy's here does not change it. It just makes it makes the four Gorosei coming later important, but
You could,
all of this would have happened regardless.
yeah, you could put any pirate there or something like that. And the only thing that really caused this was CP0 going down. Like, oh, the assassination attempt didn't work. Yeah, Kizaru said that. It's like, well, the assassination attempt didn't work, so we got to do it this way, I guess. Yeah, that was
Well,
what Kizaru was saying.
well, and remember, we actually drew for straws to see who would come here to Winter Island and to Elbaf.
Yeah,
So at the same time, it's like
it
this
could have
was
been
kind of
Law, it
luck.
could have been anybody.
Yeah, it could have been Straw Hats versus Blackbeard or Straw Hats reuniting with Shanks at the same time too.
Yep.
So us being here, regardless,
I
it
would
just
love to see Law here because he would be able to get Vegapunk out. He's like, oh, Vegapunk, here, we go on my polar tang underwater. We're out.
exactly. And as far as science goes, I feel like he would be. But anybody else but Luffy and Vegapunk may not help or
Man,
may not care enough to explain because it's the the white haired liberator is here and it's Nika is ready. But
I would love to see Vegapunk run into Kid. Last point before we talk about
oh yeah,
the sea beast, and we mentioned Vegapunk's animal creations in our cover story
yep.
review, but the sea beasts are here. They're very cantankerous. Like, they go and attack one of the first ships that they can, and Kizaru's
Mhm.
here. And like you mentioned before, like, Kizaru shows how OP he is by how nonchalant he does things at the last second.
Yeah, he is awarded the opportunity to just wait for the best moment because the best moment is small enough to where he can react. So again, he is the speed of light. So all he has to wait for is a slight opening, and then he literally just speed of light beams right toward the enemy, and it's going to be awesome to watch the Luffy fight between him and Luffy get animated here in the next couple weeks
It's
or
also
in the
going to
next
be
month or so.
very awesome to see, like, when the Giants come and start attacking the
Yes.
Marines, because like they are making the Marines a little bit more notable right now. So I think they're going to spend
Mhm.
more time uh, on some of these just scenes, like fleshing them out. Um, very very cool what they do, like just the military like field. It's like, oh, these guys are prepping for battle. Like, everybody's eating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sentomaru's stuffing his face too. He's like, oh, this is gonna be a long day. I better gather my energy now. Uh,
And it's like so with Kizaru's forces, I mean, we get our first look at Saturn with the new setup. I mean, they're just immaculate
how do you feel about
or
that
character
conversation
development.
from Kizaru and Sentomaru? Kizaru is just like, I'm just a company. I'm a
I'm
company
just
man.
here.
Yeah, like, I'm doing my job because that's my job, man. I don't know what you want me to say.
Him and Sentomaru, they may be friendly-ish, but Kizaru's best friend is Vegapunk, not Sentomaru. But was this a betrayal? Still, yes, for Sentomaru. So there was some tension in the conversation for sure. It's tough to really hear that because I don't speak Japanese.
Yeah, when I
But
double back and listen to some of these in English, I'm like, oh.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm dealing with Wano, and like the first part of Egghead, it's like, oh, there was inflections here that I did not understand,
Yeah.
just because I don't speak the language, and that's fine. I do the same thing with manga, where it's like, who's even saying this, and like, who says it changes later on from who I thought, and it's like, oh, that makes a lot more sense coming from Zoro rather than Luffy or something like that.
Or like
Whatever.
Usopp in one of their many like little like speech bubbles.
Yeah, but I think Kizaru here is probably being, just really straightforward, very short. I mean, he's not happy to be here either, as we know as manga readers. We know that this is the last place he wants to be. We know he was sent here with a mission, and he doesn't want to be here.
Yeah, that's
So,
like not his ideal Sunday. You know what I mean? Whatever day of the week. But we do get this like debriefing for Saturn. We got an admiral
mhm.
debriefing him. Admiral looks cool as hell. He's blind in one eye, got a bunch of X scars on his face. I don't know what happened. Let's get a name. If you guys know the name, write in the comments below. I'm pretty sure we know the name already, but write it down for me. Um, but yeah, the way the breakdown is, where they're just talking about the dome at the top, and it does
Mhm.
that 3D animation where everything's like lined up in light blue, and then it goes to the transponder snails and it like creates them, it generates them, and then like York's talking on them. I'm like, this is inspired. Like
Yeah,
somebody was like, hey, I got an idea. You know what I mean? Like y'all are doing y'all thing, man. And it's just the conversation with York and the Gorosei, which establishes like, yeah, York has talked to him before. York ratted him out. York is trying to have them save her, like trade the mother flame for saving her. Traitor.
yeah. Biggest trader in the world, and I guess here is kind of where, like, not in this episode, but this is kind of when I start to are also develop a theory where the ancient weapons are separate from what the thing in Lelucia being destroyed by the thing that destroys Lelucia is because I think Luffy may power the ancient weapons, or they have a correlation like that. But this Mother Flame only create or kind of powers artificial ancient weapons or Vegapunk
Yeah,
weapons.
because we
I don't
still
know.
don't know what destroyed him. If it was really Uranus or not. Is it Uranus? Or either
That's
way.
what a lot of people are assuming, right?
It's like,
That's.
but it could very well not be. It could be a man made creation. And they're
Mhm.
like, we'll make modern weapons. Like, that's
Yeah,
like, you could do that. You can still make modern weapons. You got a bunch of PXs running around. And it's like, this attack is just like Enel's attack. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's like I feel like that can be replicated, and if you have a piece of the mother flame, I feel like you can make a newer ancient weapon, a modern weapon, because it's like the mother flame is just the power source. All you have to do is make a shell for the power source. You know what I mean? I don't know.
and it being the science head being the one who gets dispatched here is kind of where I was thinking about that. Did you think it was pretty cool when Luffy started talking to the Gorosei?
Um,
He took the mic
Oh, when he took the
from
mic
York.
from York, yeah, that's just
Yeah.
classic Luffy kind of stuff. When she was like, "He's gonna kill me," and he just like showed up and like smiled. I was like, "Bro, I ain't killing you, but still, like,
Maybe I will though. Don't worry.
whoever's on the, he don't even know who he be yelling at either. He's
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
he's just like, hey, I'm Monkey D. Luffy. Whoever's on the other side of this, whenever I see you, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Just know that. Click.
Click.
Yo, you gotta love Luffy. But yeah, crazy episode. Like it. I didn't really watch the ending song or anything like that. So I saw clips of it before on Twitter. I'm pretty sure it's good too. Um, but yeah,
Kid was kid. Hey, by the way, this sea beast. that looks like Kid. I am all in on Kid being a Vegapunk satellite. Dude, this guy, this sea beast continues to look more and more like Kid
Bro, that
every time I
CB's
see
got
him.
kid hair. I'm like, what
Yeah,
are we
that's what
looking
I, yeah,
at right now? This is Eustace.
dude. I'm tired of us ignoring it as a fan base.
like
It looks exactly like him, and I don't know what else to say. It's
all
crazy.
of his stuff is punk. It's like
Yeah.
no, like we thought he was punk rock, bro. That is the. We're gonna leave it there. This is a great episode. Let us know how you guys felt about the episode, and we'll be back next time.
Peace.